Probably the best feeling in the world is forgetting that you bought something and then actually getting them. I totally forgot that I ordered these tires for the Duster, and it was a nice surprise when I got home today. So like I mentioned before, the two rears off the truck went onto the Duster, so these will go back on the truck. But these 235/60s are going to go back onto the front of the Duster. So I made just a little bit of a mistake here. Being that this car had a brand new fuel pump on it, and normally the guy I bought it from, he would always try to run it every few months or so. I thought the gas tank was going to be okay. It turned out it was not okay. I just figured that since it didn't leak, it would be alright. Turns out that the fuel pump was pretty much blocked off. I actually drove this thing for the first time, and it probably quit on me within maybe like 2 miles. It quit on me maybe like 4 or 5 times, just the first way. So on the way back it was even worse, but pulled the carburetor bowl off, and it was just full of sediment and trash and whatnot from the tank. So went ahead, ordered a brand new tank, got a new sending unit. Like I mentioned, I just trusted the gas tank because I thought it would be alright. I mean, I didn't see any holes coming out of it, so I thought, well, hey, it'd just be alright, just go ahead and run it. But turns out it can't do that. So I'm going to replace that. It should be here maybe tomorrow or the next day, today being Tuesday. So hopefully that'll come in real soon. I also ordered 2 new tank straps for it. And just like I mentioned, I told you guys that I was going to start trying to sell some stickers and t-shirts. I'm going to go ahead and get the website up. I'll have the link down in the description below. I'm going to do t-shirts as they're ordered. So, you know, it's going to be like when you place the order, I'll wait till I get maybe like 5 or 10 orders, then I'll go ahead and make all of them. That way I don't have to keep running back and forth buying t-shirts and whatnot. So I'm going to do it just as they come in. So if it takes a little while for your shirt to come out, just know that it's because I'm not taking my time. It's just that I'm waiting for to make them in bulk. That way I don't have to do so much traveling and ordering and whatnot. But the stickers can be ordered whenever you want. I'll get quite a few of those cut out, and then just have those on standby. So whenever you're wanting to buy some, I'll ship them out as soon as they're done. So I got a delivery yesterday. This should be my gas tank, sending unit, and tank straps and everything to go with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these open and let's take a look what's inside. Awfully big box for this grommet. Okay. Set this over here. Right. This should be the sending unit and the straps. Yeah, there's the straps. They're not bent, so I'll have to bend them. Make sure that I get the straps the same as the factory ones. And this should be the sending unit. There's that lock ring, but there we go. That's it. I think the tank actually comes with a lock ring, so I didn't really need this, but make sure there's nothing else in there. Alright, we got lock ring, sending unit there, tank straps, grommet, lay that over there with it. Now for the big box. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, see there's a lock ring for that right there. Let me pull this out and let you guys look at it. And there's our new tank. I think these are 16 gallons, but this is for an A-body. So this is the exact tank that's supposed to be in the car. Looks pretty good. I'm really excited to get this thing in there, but all brand new parts. That way we don't have to worry about any more rust getting in my carburetor. Thankfully, this gas tank is finally in. It was pretty tough, I'm not going to lie. As you can see, there's my tank and the new straps. I'll go ahead and just show you what happened. That bolt right there ended up breaking on me. So I had to scrounge around to find a new one. I thought that the straps would actually have bolts that would come with it, and I made a lapse of judgment and totally forgot to even order some. So that was a little bit of a trial there, but honestly it looks really good under here. Everything is fine now. Cleaned out the fuel lines, made sure there were no obstructions in it. But I'll tell you what, this thing it's so much better. You could actually drive it places without the carburetor sputtering. I'd still like to take it apart to make sure that it's all clean, but I'm probably going to do that some other time, maybe show you guys that video. But if you saw the trash that came out of it, you do the exact same thing. I'm sorry that I didn't get any video of me actually pulling the tank and putting it back in, but if you look, all of this came out of the car and landed directly on top of me. That's like 40 years worth of dirt and rust just right on top of me. So, and the fact that I didn't have a lot of room to actually move around to get the tank out. So I would have had to juggle a camera and juggle a gas tank and juggle all the tools that I was using. So I didn't manage to get anything, but I'll tell you guys, it was pretty rough. Just piles of dirt and rust directly into my eye. It wasn't awful once things got going, but actually getting to the point where the tank could come out, it was pretty tough. But all is well now, and thankfully I can drive this car, and I'm actually ready officially to start driving this thing. And looking forward to some road trips. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really excited to take this place on some long distance trips. Maybe it'll quit on me, maybe it won't, but we'll find out here soon. Let's just take a look at the old gas tank here. It wasn't rusted out, and it actually in some places looks kind of good still. If you look right there, you can see that that's the clean metal that doesn't have any like undercoating, whatever this. I guess it's dirt. I don't really know. But anyways, also on the top here, this is the side that was actually touching the body, and that looks like brand new metal right there. But the rest of it just didn't make it. So, I mean, the problem that happened was there was old gas that sat in there for years, and I wish you could see in there, but it's just full of like gummy tar looking stuff and full of just trash and whatnot. So that it wasn't the tank's fault, it was the gas that was in it, because it sat for so long that it ended up just turning to mush. That caused the tank to kind of rot from the inside out, which ended up making sediment come into the carburetor. So that's what was causing it. The tank was okay, it was just the gas that was in it that was bad. So just a piece of advice, if you're ever going to have to get an old car like this, definitely check the gas tank or just replace it. I actually got lucky with this thing because it has a plastic gas tank, so I didn't even have to worry about that. And the same thing with the cop car, it actually had a brand new gas tank and fuel lines ran before I even got it. But this thing, no, it did not. So gas tank definitely is one thing you should check whenever you're getting into like an old vehicle, because you'll definitely run into a lot of problems. I definitely did run into a lot of problems with this thing. I thought that maybe the carburetor was bad. I thought that I didn't rebuild it properly, when in fact it was just full of trash from the gas tank that was junk. So the carburetor is perfectly fine now. Runs and drives. Took it on like a 40-mile trip, and it was amazing. I felt so much better knowing that this thing would actually run. Now if you look here, I've got a little bit of a project going on, just a tiny little thing going here. It's going to be my front license plate. I spray painted it white. It's got a little bit of trash on it right now from sitting here, but spray painted it white. I'm going to put a decal on that. I want to show you guys what you can do if you have any like spare license plates just laying around, or if you find one in a junkyard. The main thing you want is one that's flat. You don't want one that has like the raised edges, like for the stamp kind of thing. So I scuffed it smooth, and I hit it with a couple of coats of white here. And then I'm going to put a decal on it and then clear coat it. I still need to put another coat of white on it, but what I'm going to do is put it on the front of the car here, and I'm really wanting to do something that you can't really find. It's hard to find a direct connection tag, and that's what I really want on the front of this car, because that was kind of the era at that time. You know, you'd see a lot of these cars with direct connection parts and whatnot, and that was like, I guess, late 70s, 80s and whatnot. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the machine to cut me some decals that'll look like the original direct connection, but kind of like a little bit of a twist. You'll see what I mean here in a little while. But that's in the works. I'll show you guys when that's actually done. I've just been kind of piddling with it, not really doing anything at all. But I'll do a second coat on that, finish up that decal, and then clear coat. As I mentioned before, these are 235 6014 Cooper Cobra Radio GTs. These are going to replace the 245 6014 BF Goodrich Radio TAs because these have really good tread and they're really nice tires. They're a bit older. I don't really know how old they are exactly, but I don't really trust them. An old tire can be deceiving. It can have good tread, but could also potentially split on you. And also the fact I want my front tires to match my rear tires, which have you seen before, those are already the Cooper Cobras. So now I have a matching set. I know that they'll be slightly smaller, but it's not really a big deal. They're pretty much the same size, and I guess it'll give me some more rake. And there we go. Now I have a set of Cooper Cobra Radio GTs all the way around this thing, and I'm very happy the way it rides, the way it looks. Super smooth. Definitely going to last a long time. It'll be a whole lot safer and give me a peace of mind knowing that I have brand new tires. They cleaned up nice. I need to wash this thing. It's a little bit dirty right now, but the tires look good. I'm very happy. So that'll do it for changing these tires. But that doesn't mean I'm going to throw these away. These are actually still good for spares. I'm going to take and put one in my Dart and then one in the Duster, because the one in the Duster has a spare wheel, but I don't think it's any count. All I need to do is find me two 14-inch wheels that'll mount these tires, throw those in the trunk. I don't think they'll be too big, but they just might be, so we'll test that out one day, but not anytime soon because I don't have any wheels to actually mount these on. So we'll see about that in the future. It'll be nice to have a good spare tire for both vehicles. So sorry if this video didn't really have a lot of work in it and it was just kind of me talking. I really wanted to show you guys me actually taking that gas tank out, but it was just miserable up under that car. So actually getting the camera and everything under there, it was too difficult for me to actually be able to do and work and whatnot. And I didn't have a lot of time to do it, so that was another factor. But one thing I want to tell you guys is that I've actually managed to set up my website and set up the Big Cartel account. That way we can get you guys some shirts and some stickers and everything. You need to go down to the description below, click the link, and I'll make sure it's big and bold letters so that way you can know where it's at. Click the link, go and order your shirts, go and order your stickers. T-shirts you might have to wait on, so I apologize for that, but once we get some orders rolling in, it may get a little bit better. So also another thing, kind of bear with me as I'm learning the website and learning how to ship orders and whatnot. I haven't done this before in like a large scale, so just be mindful that I'm still learning. So just kind of make sure you don't get too mad at me if I mess up anything, but we'll work this out and we'll figure it out together. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you have any questions for me, don't forget to leave a comment down below. I'll try to get to them the best I can. Send me your project. The email is in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.